We begin today with good news out of Thailand. Thank God. We are so happy to report that all 12 boys and their coach have all been rescued from a cave after being trapped in there for 18 days. So this was the scene earlier today as ambulances raced to bring the last boys out of the cave to the hospital. The boys are all members of the Wild Boar soccer team. They got stuck in the cave on June 23rd after it flooded, and the complicated and daring rescue operation included more than 1,000 people. It took 2 divers to get each boy through the difficult and an hour-long journey out of the cave. I should say hours-long journey. It took a while. And each of those divers risked their life in the rescue, and the Thai Navy SEALs posted this photo to Facebook confirming that all of its divers emerged safely.
Some bad
wow,
news right there.
Incredible. And for more on this, we are joined on the phone by former Navy SEAL and combat swimmer Jake Zawig. Jake, number one, thank you again for your service for our country. But how miraculous was this rescue that they were able to get all 12 boys and their coach out alive?
Well, I mean, it's a testament to their capabilities. But at the end of the day, I mean, we had 1 fatality early on in the process. And that tells you how hard it was. It was hard enough to kill a Navy SEAL, a Thai Navy SEAL, then it's pretty much probably the hardest thing that is going on right now in the world.
How hard was it for these SEALs to teach the boys how to breathe underwater and put together such a complicated rescue operation?
That's a loaded question right there. Now, as far as teaching the kids how to breathe, not that big a deal. There are Kirby Morgans, which is a closed face mask. They could be unconscious and still able to breathe. They really can't not breathe in the face mask because it doesn't allow you to get out of it. Now, the second part of that question, you know, I mean, they just completed a Herculean task in planning and executing this rescue mission as flawlessly as they did. Early in the process, we heard a lot of people kind of griping about why is it taking so long? What's going on? Like, why haven't they got them out yet? And that goes to show you just how complex the mission really was, how hard it was to extract them from over 2.5 miles of, you know, semi-submerged cave tunnels. I mean, it's a big deal now. Now you got to take your hat off to the Thai SEALs and to the American Special Operations people that were there, the 2 British cave divers that are the best in the world, because they obviously put together a foolproof plan, and then they were able to handle any contingency that came up.
I'm just still taken back by the story. Jake, we've all had a chance to breathe and be happy that the boys are home, but let's get to maybe somewhat of an unpleasant question for you. What do you think the long-term mental impact on these boys will be, and what do you think is next for them?
You know, kids are pretty resilient. If you ask me what the long-term impact is, I would have to say it's probably pretty positive, right? They just survived a near life and death experience. They came out on the other side as champions for life. You know, right now, they're on top of the world. And I don't necessarily think that it was super traumatic.
Let me ask, because I know 25 years ago in San Francisco, a very similar thing happened. How common do you think this is that we don't hear about it on a world level?
You know, it happens from time to time. But, you know, the British cave divers saved some guys in 81, I think, 84. So, you know, it's not as common. I mean, we had the Chilean incident where the miners were trapped in mines. Miners get trapped all the time. I think, you know, in 2018, social media brings it right to the front immediately, and the issues that people want to hear about or want to be kind of involved in, you know, they're there now. So you're not going to miss stuff like this ever again.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Jake. We appreciate you. Thank you.